Casey. Nice to have you in the house. I'm sure you're all geared up for champs. All right, and in the back, in the blue, can I find out which school is there? Can someone just indicate to me? Norman Manley High School. Okay, welcome Norman Manley. Great to see you. And I see some lovely ladies in white and blue. I'm going to hazard a guess that that is Immaculate Conception High. Okay, welcome Immaculate. Do we have any other schools represented? No. Okay, great. Well, happy to have you here this morning, where we're going to be doing the launch and open day for our lab or STEAM lab here at NTI. But in true heart fashion, we're going to start with a word of prayer. So I'm going to ask Reverend Michael Davidson, I'm going to invite him to the podium from the Portmore City Mission Church to start us off in prayer.
I invite you all to bow your heads with me as we do a moment of prayer and give thanks to God. Let us pray. Great and gracious God, Almighty God, our Lord and Savior, you are the King of all kings and Lord of all lords. We are grateful and thankful to you that we are here this morning, another day, a day when we will celebrate life, a day that we are giving thanks for this opportunity to serve, not so much to be served, but to serve. We invite your presence into this occasion, ceremony, Lord, and we ask that you will guide every proceeding, Lord, and that whatever we do, may you be glorified, and may you get all the glory. Lord, for this special occasion, we want to thank you for knowledge, for understanding, for wisdom. And as we exercise them all, may you get the glory. Lord, bless this proceeding. Bless everyone that is here and those who are coming. And whatever shall be said and done, may it to your honor and your glory. We give you thanks again in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Davidson. And, you know, the Reverend said something very important. He said that we're here to serve, right? And not, you know, we're here to serve and not to be served. And that, I think, is one of the mandates of the Heart NSTA Trust as the human development agency and in building the workforce and building the youth. So I'm so very happy to see the students here. That is what our mandate is here to serve. So let us move along. So at this time, I'd like to invite to the podium Dr. Sasha Shimhu. She's Regional Director for Region 1, and she's going to bring us the welcome and a brief overview of what we're going to be doing today.
Great morning to our Master of Ceremonies, Natalie Robinson, to our Permanent Secretary in our ministry, a ministry that we embody and live every day, that focuses on youth, on skills, on education, and the development of the core of our future. Greetings. To our Managing Director, Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, our Deputy Managing Director for Training, Dr. Cheryl McLaughlin, and to our Deputy Managing Director, Mr. William Malavo, in charge of corporate services, to our Reverend who brought us to the throne of grace, to our visitors from the Executive Management Committee, staff at the Heart NSTA Trust, visiting educational institutions, come on, I know you can do better than that. Great morning. The National Tool and Engineering Institute, NTI, has its origin in the formation of the Tool Makers Institute that was associated with Jamaica Industrial Development Corporation, JIDC, established by Robert Lightbourne, the then Minister of Industry and Commerce in 1970. The institution operations with 15 students in 1971. And in 1985, having some mic issues, in 1985, the Jamaica Promotions and Investment Corporation, JAMPRO, purchased the institution from JIDC. And in that year, 2 additional training programs were added. But then, the then formed Heart NTA in 1982 decided that it wanted to be a part of the movement of engineering. And so it purchased the National Tool and Engineering Institute in 1995. Since the inception of NTI, as we affectionately call it, our physical equipment and infrastructure has developed in significant ways in relation to the 4th Industrial Revolution. The manufacturing sector has changed significantly in recent years, and we are proud that NTI has been a part of the movement. The Center of Excellence Industry 4.0 Lab will serve as an institute of creation and learning for every age and every stage. This institution will continue to facilitate trainees who have the creative minds and wants to explore their engineering capabilities in the new and emerging areas. NTI will continue to provide trainees with the opportunities to conduct research, design, create items, and of course be exposed to the interconnectivity, Internet of Things, IIoT. I learned that terminology from Mr. Bent recently. The interconnectivity, Internet of Things, where you will not necessarily see equipment, but you will see technology. So the opening today will utilize the aspects of STEAM, science, technology, engineering, and arts. You'll see that under our tents through the National Tool Engineering Company, NTEC, which is the aspect of immersion for our trainees to get first-hand and real-world experience. So today we mark a significant milestone, ladies and gentlemen and students all, in revolutionizing the industrial landscape of the Heart NSTA Trust and Jamaica. This official opening positions us greatly to continue to make an impact and major leaps in engineering. The event, this open day, plans to provide a unique opportunity school students and visiting staff members for us to engage with stakeholders, government officials, educational institutions, team members from the Heart NSTA Trust, and of course the hard-working team here at the National Tool and Engineering Institute. No question is off limits, students. We require you to have an open mind and an appetite for engineering. We have proven and seen that the greatest crane driver at Kingston Wharves is a lady who graduated from the Heart NSTA Trust. She expressed to me recently in an interaction that the women are taking over every facet of TVET. And of course, whilst we are not competing, we believe that we have a place. So today, ladies from Immaculate and young men from Kingston College and of course Norman Manley, you have an opportunity to cement your future in TVET. We believe that everything that you do is tied to a skill. The chair you're sitting on, the uniform you're wearing, the hairstyle, my suit, my shoes, my lipstick, my face, my nails are tied to a skill. And that's why we believe that skills pay the bills. So today you will be exposed to the notion, to what we live every day, that where there is a skill, there is a way. So as we embark on this exciting journey today, I invite you to join us on a journey that leads to success, that leads to technical vocational enhancement in Jamaica, and that allows us to truly live and breathe transformation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shimhue. I'm sure you're all excited and energized about what STEAM has to offer. right? And so Dr. Shimhu made a couple of very important points. You know, she talked about that this is the hub for learning and creation, right? And when you're in STEAM, there are no limits, right? And we're preparing you for the world to come, for all the opportunities that are there. And, you know, where there is a skill, there's a way. The skills are one of the most resilient things that can withstand economic shocks. And we saw a lot of that during the COVID pandemic, right? Many persons who may have been trained in other areas were able to fall back on their skills and sustain themselves through that very difficult time. So you're in the right place, right time. All right, so now moving along, I'm very pleased to welcome on stage our Permanent Secretary, the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information, Dr. Kassan Troop. Please give her a round of applause. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I greet you, Dr. Ingleton, and the leadership of your team. I greet the leadership of NTI, and most importantly, all my students. Good morning. I see Norman Manley, Kingston College. They have a big week this week, amen? It's champs time. Immaculate, good to see you. And I see you making your marks right into the champs field. I see your champions running, and we're excited for you. You're not ordinary. You are demonstrating not only academic excellence, but you are taking over sports now. We are very, very proud of you. And just yesterday, Immaculate Conception High School gave us the Math Teacher of the Year. Yes, Miss Shanique Christ. So I stand here this morning and see Calabar coming in, my Lord. Clap them as they come. This is all about you. You are the future. And I saw you marching yesterday for peace. And your cadet, they were looking spiffy. Yes, let's clap them again. So ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great joy to bring you remarks on behalf of our minister and the broader Ministry of Education. As you know, we are one family. So heart is not just heart by themselves anymore. We have all be brought back into one, the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information. So we're a big ministry, but a big ministry with a big heart. And that's why we're here, because heart understands its message, its work, its mantra, its purpose. We cannot allow you to be prepared for a world that do not exist. We have to prepare you young people for a world that is moving fast and furious. You know that movie, right? Yes, young men, I know you watched that movie, Fast and Furious. The world is not stable. It's moving, it's changing. And as a ministry, as a government, any country, any leader has a responsibility to make sure that its human capital is ready to move with the time. So today represents just that, where we are moving you out of the 2.0 to 4.0 into the new technology, a brand new lab that will expose you to not just the Internet of Things, but I was told that you will be exposed to the industrial Internet of Things. That's a big thing, moving you from idea to development, research, and to actual production. But that's great, that's fantastic, young men. Your future will not be ordinary. Based on what you will be exposed to today, and for those young persons who are registrant of this institution, it therefore means you will be ready. You will be on the cutting edge to transform your economic, social realities and to make Jamaica a place that you will choose to what? Raise your families. To do what? Work. To do what? Set your businesses. And most important, to do what? Retire. This is our home, Jamaica land we love. And so, Heart, as your permanent secretary, I want to congratulate you for not just dreaming, but making it a reality, providing the enablement for our young people to excel. Our job, boys and girls, is to provide that enablement for you. So what you'll see today is what I will define as the architecture of possibilities. You are a promise. You are a possibility. There are no limits on what you can become. And it doesn't matter where you are. If you are in an upgraded high school or a traditional high school, if you are from the inner city or you are from the country, it does not matter where you are. What matters is where you are going and how you will you with the wind beneath your wings to excel. And today demonstrate just that. So let's celebrate with Heart Trust NTA. Let's celebrate with NTI by giving them a show of appreciation. So I too am looking forward to the new technology. So you're not just novice. I'm new to this too because I'm not traditionally. But I believe, Dr. Ingleton, that we were cheated in our orientation in high school. We weren't given the full balance of things. And now we stand here with some gaps. But we stand here hopeful that you will not have the limitations that we have today because you're getting a balanced approach, a classical learning blended with your technological and vocational learning. Do not choose one over the other. You have to balance. When you balance, you have opportunities at your disposal. You can choose rather than have to wait to be chosen. You will remain competitive when you embrace a skill. Shimiu said that skill pays the way. I want to add that I would want our young people to move away from just the focus on money, but also the importance of why you pursue an education. If it is that you are stuck on money, some of us will be sent into deviant things. We see people moving into scamming because of this focus on money. We have to take Jamaica to another level. Education is about development. It's about being aware of who you are and maximizing on the skills endowed in you. It's about confidence. It's about problem solving. It's about coexisting. It's about being patriotic and defending the standards of your country. It's about being an ambassador for Jamaica, not just money. Please do not be fixated on money, young people, because you will be distracted by the easy come, the easy goes. Focus on the purpose of your development, who you are, the worth and the value in you. And that's what this exposure is about, investing in you so you can maximize and become your best. Once you're at the best, money will come. Once you're at the best, what will come? The income will come. You will watch yourself transforming your realities, making ways for your families. It will come. Because success begets success. So don't be too preoccupied. Focus on development of who you are and maximizing every opportunity of learning, of skills, of exposure, so you can remain competitive in this global village. Congratulations, Heart. Congratulations, Entai. Well done, boys, for choosing to be out here today. Girls, the TVET world is also for you. It's not only for our boys. I stand there very timid in saying that because I know boys. You see the girls, when they are ready to take over, they take over. I'm very fearful because I'm a little patriarchal in my orientation. I believe men must lead, right? And I like when men dominate. I like to see my son leading. I like to see my husband leading in the house and playing his role. So I'm very fearful when I hear girls in IT and being deliberate about pushing the girls, because girls, I don't want you to displace the boys too much. I want a balance because you need strong men in the home. So boys, we don't want to leave the girls behind, but we don't want them to push you out of the lineup. This is an area of strength for boys, but we are also encouraging our girls to be on board. So we have to strike the balance, girls. We have to. So I know you will do well, because once you are disciplined, you are going to do well. We have seen that in Jamaica. In fact, Jamaica is one of those countries that has an anomaly as it relates to boys and girls and their excellence in school. For most of the world, they are focused on how to get girls into education. When I go into the international space, I stand up and I say, Jamaica doesn't have that problem. Our girls are doing well, and they are interested in studying Jamaica to see how did we get our girls to be so dominant and excellent. And then, so there's a global push for girls in ICT, for girls in the skill areas and girls in technology and vocational areas. Yes, there is. But in Jamaica, we balance it because we know the girls, you want good husbands, right? We want good, strong fathers, right? Yes, so boys, take your place. Boys, take your place. We encourage you to be excellent. While girls, we know that once you commit, you are going to be excellent. So balance the thing a little bit, but just come. We want you in the thing. God bless you, boys and girls. Norman Manley, We are proud to see you. We are proud to see you. Also know that this space is for you, not just some of us, all of us. You are not what has happened to you. You are what you choose to become. Choose to be smart. Choose to be technological savvy. Choose a future that will make you globally competitive. God bless you.
All right, we have to give PS a piece of the love. And PS, every gift we give is from heart, as in literally made by heart, literally produced by heart. So when you put this in your house, you will have a piece of us there.
Thank you. Thank you, heart. I think Dr. Ings will say one heart.
Never two.
Oh, I need to finish it. One heart, never two.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Troop. Can you please give her another round of applause? I mean, she touched on so many important nuggets, so many things. And as a mother of a son and a daughter, I echo everything that you say, and it's so true that, your future will not be ordinary. Unlike us who are a little older, that we weren't afforded that opportunity and that exposure, of STEAM and everything that's out there. We were more traditional in the educational exposure that we had. But your future will not be ordinary, for sure. And you are on the cutting edge of technology, so you're at the right place. So now we're going to have a little entertainment for you, which is going to be provided by our very own Heart employee, Mrs. Erica Heslop Martin. So please put your hands together and invite her on stage. Okay, is Mrs. Martin here? Call in Mrs. Martin. So while we wait on Mrs. Martin to come, I don't know if any of you students saw the robot that was handing out, or I didn't call it handing out, but it was rolling along here and distributing water. Did you see that? You didn't? Okay, you're going to see it before you leave when you go into our lab. And imagine that robot was made here, right? So those are some of the skills that can be translated into so many industries, into the manufacturing industry. If you want to become an entrepreneur, and get into robotics and mechatronics and all of these onics, then you have that opportunity with the suite of services and the suite of programs that HEART offers throughout our 26 institutions across the island. And so when you think of what is ahead, do not limit yourself. Don't force yourself to choose one way or the other, right, at this stage. Look at all the options that are available to you, and then you'll find the one that really resonates in your heart, right? And once you do something that you love, then of course, eventually the money will come, right? But important to focus on development and giving back as well. All right, I see Mrs. Heslop Martin here, so please put your hands together and welcome her on stage.
Good morning, Heart NSTA Trust. No, I need a better morning than that. Good morning, Heart NSTA Trust. Good morning. Excellent. So the poem I'm about to share with you is entitled, Me Nah Give Up. We are living in a society of many different people, and people are discouraged, people are depressed, people are just trying to get ahead. And so I come with this message to never give up. No matter how times rough and the dirty tough, no matter how they sell them more than they buy them, me nah give up. No matter how them laugh and talk and say me can't do it, me nah give up. My mother and father never raised no fool picnic. Me never get good grades at school for nothing. God never blessed me with talent for waste. Me nah give up. No matter if them no like for me style, me nah give up. No matter if the competition stiff, me nah give up. No matter how the system mess up, me nah give up. No matter if me nah get the best pay, no matter when me old and grey, me nah give up. Me have a mission, me have a purpose. Me serious like a judge, me mind make up, me militant like a soldier. Me nah give up. Me nah give up pan nothing when me love. Me say, me nah give up pan nothing when me love. No sir, me nah give up pan poetry. Me nah give up. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Heslop Martin. And what did she say? Me nah give up. One more time. Me nah give up. Right. So when things get difficult, which they will in life, that's life. What you going to say? Me nah give up. Okay, very well. Very great. So now I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming on stage our managing director. I coin her as a woman of passion and a woman of vision. And a lot of what you're seeing here in terms of the development of entire institutions across Jamaica has been because of her vision and her foresight. And it's truly a pleasure for me to welcome her on stage. So I'm going to ask you please to welcome our keynote address speaker, Dr. Tanisha Ingleton.
Thank you so much, Miss Natalie. It's nothing like being keynote at home. You know, it is so different than being keynote somewhere else out there. It is indeed a privilege to be here. Let me just take this opportunity to welcome in our midst our permanent secretary. You've heard from her already, and you've been hearing from her for a very, 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 very long time, ever since her days at Denby. I'm sure some of us remember those days, and you've been hearing from her consistently since. So we're happy, PS, that you can be with us today. You know, PS spoke earlier about being timid, about the boys. Boy, PS, I can't, about empowering the girls in such a way, especially in the presence of the boys. But I would say, PS, I'm not so timid, And I think the reason for that is because I only have a daughter. PS, she has both a daughter and a son. So she has to kind of balance it. Dr. Shimio, you too. You have to kind of balance it, right? And same Miss Julia, she has to balance it. Mr. Mullins has to balance it as well. And Mr. Bent, you have to balance it, right? But there are some of us, who else? And you have to balance it too? And Sharna, whoa. But there are some of us like myself and Mr. William, right, Mr. William? We don't have to balance it. But I said to Mr. William, as women, we are submissive by nature. Mr. William looked at me and said, who, you? Boy, I tell you. But it is good because, Doc, 50 years ago we weren't here. 100 years ago, my God, I wouldn't even want to go there. But we weren't here a couple of years ago. And if some of you watch Netflix, and there's this series on Netflix called Chernobyl, right? That has to do with some radiation. And yes, he's shaking his head. He would have watched it. And all the scientists space in that movie, and that was just 1986 that they had that outbreak. And all the scientists were males. And they were not only males, they were old males. Okay? So we really would have come a very far way, and it is important that as women we hold our ground. And men, we want you to come alongside us because we want you, as P.S. said, to be the very best husbands, to to be the very best mentors, to be our support, to be our safe space. And we don't want to be competing with you, but we want to be complementing you. And so it's important that we really have the balance. Right, Mr. William? Yes, so I also want to acknowledge the presence of our Deputy Managing Director, Dr. Cheryl McLaughlin, who this initiative, all of this work would fall under her purview. Could we give her a round of applause? And she is supported by 6 extraordinary regional directors. And we're very, very pleased of the work of our RDs. I also want to welcome Mr. William Malava, as I would have indicated before. He's our Deputy Managing Director for Corporate Support. And he will be ensuring, Mr. Bent, that a lot of these equipment, that we get more of them, right? And he will be working very, very closely with Mr. Mullins, all right? Our Senior Director for Finance and Revenue, right, Mr. Mullins? Anytime you see Mr. Mullins come to an event, you know, he's doing an audit, right? He's not just here to enjoy the show. Mr. Mullins is checking, okay, I did pay for that one, and I pay for that. And where's that other one I pay for? I'm not seeing that one. So we know that proper accountability PS and checks and balances are taking place. So Mr. William, you can carry on Mr. Mullins and show him all of the things them. Mr. Ben, please, every single thing, every card, every plug, okay? Because we are moving full force next year into procuring even more. And to all the trainees, I also see some other senior directors in our midst. I see council, all right? Council is here. And I see our past senior director, yes, man, of corporate services right here with us today. And she's always so very supportive. Smile, man, I make everybody see you, because some of the things them where we have now, you approve too. Okay? You would have done that, Marcine. And to our trainees and our students, ladies and gentlemen, indeed, PS, I also wanted to share that I think I had the best of both worlds, because I had the experience in the technical school setting. I went to Edwin Allen for 5 of my 7 high school years. And so I had that experience. I did agriculture in CXC and all of that stuff in that setting. And then I had the classical education at Glenmuir. So I had both. So it's really interesting these days how I can really put the two together and see that indeed, when we do not offer this kind of service in our high schools, we are honestly doing our students a disservice, you know? So, and PS is where she is to change all of that, all right? And I know that that is happening. So again, thank you everyone for being here. It is indeed my distinct pleasure to share with you all here today at the National Tools and Engineering Institute Open Day and the official opening of our Industry 4.0 STEAM Lab. You would agree with me that today is not just another milestone. It is a transformative moment in our journey towards excellence, innovation, and national development. And I do believe that the Heart and SDA Trust has become synonymous with innovation. When you hear Heart Trust, you do not think traditional anymore. You think something big, something exciting, something new, something technological. And we're very, very pleased to know that's what we are known for. We are here not only to celebrate the unveiling of Phase 3 of the Center of Excellence, but also to embrace the limitless possibilities that emerge when ambition meets opportunity. This initiative reflects our unwavering commitment to empowering individuals, strengthening industries, and driving technological advancement. The Center of Excellence is more just an infrastructure upgrade facility. It is a beacon of knowledge, a beacon of creativity, and of course, Mr. Bent, a beacon of technological advancement. This space has been designed to serve as a vibrant hub. We want all of Jamaica to come here. And I've been saying to my senior team, I need us to move away from the model, and I know Mr. Mullins will be very, very pleased with this, where we are the ones going on study tours. We want individuals to come here on study tours, Because, right, you see him nodding. Yes, man. Because we would have done so many, and Dr. McLaughlin, you would have been part of so many of them. And we know that in a lot of cases, we have it better. In a lot of cases, we have it better. But we have mastered the art, PS, of underselling ourselves and of elevating everyone else. And so our product in our own eyes becomes substandard. And when individuals come into our spaces, they're saying, this is an excellent, extraordinary product that you have. But we seem to somehow cannot embrace that. And we need to move away from that. So at NTI, we recognize that technology and industry are evolving at an unprecedented pace. And to keep up with this rapid change, we have established a state-of-the-art facility that's the Industry 4.0 Lab. And it focuses on automation, on smart manufacturing, and artificial intelligence. It ensures that our trainees are equipped with the latest technologies and industrial advancements. And I'm sure, as the high school students here, and we would have heard stories, many of our high school students leave and go abroad. And perhaps in high school, PS, they were coming probably 14, 15, some in the 20th, 30th, and they go abroad and they're coming first. Yes. And we wonder, okay, what happened? What is it that would have so dramatically changed? But then again, it is that perception that we have these rather extraordinarily high expectations of ourselves that we do not even recognize when we are doing well. And so we have to change that. This lab will provide learners with practical hands-on experience, fostering innovation and preparing them to excel in the modern workforce. What we're providing here at Heart and STA Trust, you do not need to go on Google to see that. You do not need to be YouTubing to see that. You can simply take a study tour from your school and come here and see the cutting edge technology. And based on the Prime Minister's announcement, PS, you won't even have to do that in a couple of years from now, because we will be supporting the building out of the laboratories across the institutions where all of the technology that you're going to be seeing today will be available at your fingertips. Yes, man, enough clap, man. Yes, clap. All right. So today we feature automation technologies such as Siemens S7 1500 powered mini smart factory that is connected to Node-RED to enable remote monitoring and control through, of course, the Internet of Things. This enables sensors throughout the system to capture real-time data, which is visualized on a web dashboard accessible from anywhere. That's where Jamaica is. The design not only lays the groundwork for a digital twin that supports predictive maintenance and smarter decision-making. Today, we present hands-on example of how Industry 4.0 brings together automation, data, and connectivity to build more intelligent and efficient systems. And so there are so many other careers than perhaps what you would have been traditionally introduced to, that with this kind of technology you can be stepping into. And let us not even mention the dollar value, Mr. Bent, because we know that these systems, these industries are US multi-billion-dollar industries. And you want to tap into that. You hear Pierre spoke about the rich earlier on, right? And that you mustn't chase the money. No, you come here, you focus on what's here, and then the money will follow you. Because you would have had the skills and the competencies to actually command the money. All right? So the impact of our upgraded facilities extends beyond our walls. They symbolize our dedication to high quality education, to workforce development, and to national progress. The Heart and STA Trust is for everybody. Our modern labs will attract and inspire a diverse and motivated group of students, fueling a culture of inquiry and discovery. And I hope, Mr. Michael, that whilst you're catching me with the photo now, you'll capture some faces today of the excitement on the children's faces, because these are things that we want to have as posterity to really demonstrate how is it that just visualizing a robot carrying water bottles would have ignited a desire within our students to take other career routes. So by focusing on emerging technologies, we ensure that our graduates are not just job seekers. We don't want you to be just job seekers. We want you to be job creators. And we want you to be industry leaders. I tell them, PS, all the time that sooner or later, we are going to have to be collecting our pension from you all. You are the future. We are going to have to sit down in our living rooms watching you on television making the laws of the land. And so if it is that we do not equip you with what is necessary for you to be good and productive and sound decision makers, we are the ones who are going to be suffering in the long run. So we are closing the divide between what the workforce needs and what our education system provides. We are ensuring that there's an alignment, PS, that when we step out of the classroom and we move into the world of work, there is no challenge in that regard. So they're ready. So these labs serve as a hub for upskilling, for research and innovation, creating opportunities for professionals to collaborate, to innovate, and to lead. Through partnerships with key industries, we are fostering sustainable development and driving national progress. And over the past year, Heart and STA Trust has made remarkable strides in advancing technical education and workforce development. And let's highlight some key achievements. Training impact. We have trained over 15,000 individuals across various vocational and technical disciplines, ensuring that education remains accessible and high quality. Our graduates achieve an impressive 65% employment rate within 6 months. They're not yet finished of their training, a strong indicator of our program's effectiveness and industry relevance. We have introduced new programs tailored to high-demand industries, including the LIFT program that a lot of you may be aware of, and that if it is that you are thinking about taking a gap year, then this would be an excellent avenue for you. The building opportunities for outstanding STEM talent. This is fresh, just introduced by our Prime Minister, the BOOST program. So with the launch of the STEAM Lab, we expect to train at least 500 students annually, Mr. Bent, in emerging fields, equipping them with real-world experience and cutting-edge resources. Our commitment to growth and innovation does not stop here. As we look ahead, we are dedicated to expanding our reach. We aim to expand our STEAM curriculum to reach an additional 10,000 trainees over the next 5 years, ensuring that more individuals can gain the skills needed to succeed. Our goal is to increase job placement rates to 100% within 6 months of graduation. We want everybody that would have passed through the walls of Heart to be employed. By deepening our partnership with industry leaders, we ensure that our training programs are aligned with workforce needs. And so we are committed to the state-of-the-art learning technologies. We will continue to invest in virtual labs and AI-driven training modules to enhance learning experiences and prepare trainees for the future of work. So, Mr. William, you have to accelerate the procurement process. The road to today's success has not been without its challenges. From logistical hurdles to technological integration, every step of this journey has been a testament to resilience, determination, and collective effort. P.S. We were tracking our organization's target just a couple of days ago in our executive management meeting. And I was saying to the team that we're tracking these targets and we're holding each other accountable. And it seems as if we forgot that we had burial. It's like everybody forgot that we actually had burial. How many of you remember that? Right? And that would have been in this financial year. But we have been so resilient. We have been so determined that quickly we were able to recover and forget the disaster. To our stakeholders and project teams, thank you for your vision, your dedication, and your unwavering commitment. Your contributions have made this achievement possible. But this is just the beginning, PS. The Center of Excellence is part of a broader vision that includes further expansion of research opportunities, enhanced international collaboration, continuous curriculum innovation. We are building a legacy of excellence, and today I invite all of us to be part of this journey. To our trainees, seize the opportunities these labs will provide. Let curiosity be your guide, and let creativity be your catalyst for innovation. To our industry partners, engage with us, collaborate with us, and help us shape the future of technical education. And to our esteemed guests, continue to support and advocate for the power of STEAM education. Because together, we can build a future where knowledge and technology create endless possibilities. I like hearing when Ben speak about the machine to machine and machine to human and all those things. It's really exciting. As we build out and upgrade our labs with these and other technologies, we will continue to work with our local industries, or universities, or high schools, or technical schools to strengthen the alignment for greater productivity and efficiency in our workforce and our economy. And so I look around this gathering as I see you here today. I see leaders, I see innovators, I see change makers, I see people who believe in the power of education to transform lives. I extend my deepest appreciation to each and every one of you for being here today. Certainly your presence and support inspire us to keep striving for excellence. So let us continue to collaborate, let us continue to innovate, and let us continue to create a future where opportunity knows no bounds. We are one heart, never two. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm getting present too. Boy, I tell you.
So we're just inviting Mr. Nelson, or Director Principal of NTI, to extend a gift to. Thank you. All right.
Well, good day, everyone, again. Indeed, a good presentation, Doc.
Thank you.
And we are happy at NTI, as well as on behalf of my regional director and NTPD. We want to give you this token. It is a gift at home, from home, and it is being made by NTech at NTI. Both gifts, all right? And I hope you enjoy it, and you will find good use for it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, I'll take it off. Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Ingleton. You know, so there's some very key things. You know, I like to summarize, right? I think that, you know, Dr. Ingleton said, you know, with being part of this, I call it a STEM movement, you're going to be globally ready and globally competitive, right? So you're not, and your future will be limitless. There's so many opportunities that are ahead of you. And as one of my mentors said to me many, many years ago, you know, he said, do not look at who you are today, but have hope in who you can become in the future. And definitely STEM is one of those ways that can open up so many avenues for you. So we're so very happy that you were able to join us today. So we have come to the end of this part of our day, of our events, but we're moving on to an even more exciting aspect. So we're going to move over to a ribbon cutting of our Industrial Lab 4.0, and you'll have an opportunity to be bedazzled, I think. And so I'm sure some of the technology I cannot even pronounce, but you're going to see what the future looks like. So I'm going to now invite Dr. Troop, as well as Dr. Ingleton, Dr. McLaughlin, and the rest of our senior management team to proceed to our lab where we're going to do the ribbon cutting. And before they go, I just want again to thank everyone who is here, particularly the students from the various schools that have taken the time, and with your teachers, I imagine, who are here as well, to come to NTI and see what we have to offer. And then, of course, very importantly, all the best in champs today. Make the best team win. Okay. All right, so let us proceed over to our industrial lab.
Let's make sure you catch your scissors. Let's start. No one. Miss it? Can't be missed. That is it. That is it. There should be one down. Ready? No, are you ready? We can't say that cup not good. Alright. So what is your better way?
You alright now?
I'm thinking of both of them kind of.
Hold on.
On the,
Is it both they have to die? Yes.
right.
You have to come back here.
Why?
Yeah, man, it's why. Ready?
No, I have to listen to the director down there.
Ready?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, man, it's Switch the camera. You lose Kevin camera? Oh boy. Sorry.
Hello? You press start.
We're seeing your screen, is that your phone screen?
Yeah, this is the same. But if you don't know what so now we're integrating things, giving that information on many platforms, accessible anywhere, to you, anywhere, anytime, so you can plan your productivity and plan your operation. Just to also add that
Yes.
this is all about technology.
But I can't get it. I can't go in anymore, you know, because if you go in anymore, you lose me, no sir.
It will be happening in schools, in high school, in universities.
G240.
So the machine could be
40.
everywhere. So you train the virtual.
G240.
The virtual investment is that the concepts that are developed virtually are developed much faster and firmer. So you get to the floor where the real machines are.
Those, you know?
Technology.
No, it's the radius. The radius.
And the node rate that we have used here is the amount
and more support and security. You would see the technology with the Ring doorbell and your ability, even in Jamaica, to turn on an alarm system, a sprinkler system to turn your lights on. There you go. So for us, we want to expose our trainees and industry to what it is that we can bring to the table. So for example, for teaching and learning, as Mr. Plummer said, we can be in this space, and Mr. Bent has reiterated it several times, and Dr. Ingleton. It requires maybe one instructor who may even be in England, but they have a class schedule. We have gotten complaints sometimes and requests for persons who want to do the training, but they have a family emergency. They have to go overseas. And there is a belief that TVET cannot be taught remotely. What we are bringing into this space and other spaces across the island is that TVET is portable. TVET is about technology. TVET is about the interconnectivity of Internet of Things. And that's what we are demonstrating today.
That's what it's called.
Correct.
That's it.
Is the main thing.
That's it.
Because that now creates a problem, less stress for your teachers and so on, because that technology can be operated anywhere. And you can have multiple players on that. And I'm sure Mr. Mush is waiting for me to sell that monetize.
Amen.
Well, it's important. I'm looking forward to that because now I'm actually paying for that. Yeah. One-on-one. So we have our virtual school solution. We have 100 schools now, but we have to pay. Yeah. So you guys can get them all that.
When we acquired the first set of mechatronics units, we were signed up for. So those are accessible to us for training purposes.
And yes, all of this is for
Yes.
Yes. And Martin is a judge on the work, work skills.
Yes.
One of those is we call them experts.
Expert, the chief expert.
So the transfer of knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah, the value.
Caribbean and Jamaican art instructor in that international space.
Excellent.
And they value him a lot. I tell you, he's prize. They love him bad.
Right. So we'll continue the interconnectedness with the other labs that come for our hydraulics lab and our pneumatics lab to empower the industry.
And they'll see everything that the ship can.
Right. All right. Alright, we have over 15,000 pounds of equipment on the ship loaded yesterday, the email this morning. Those are all gift to us from our street, value of $100 million.
Wow.
Yes, it involves 10 labs for digital and electronics, and it has 2 labs for electronics and 8 labs for information networking. All that is happening in that rock around. Those are the modern labs manufactured by Siemens and
you see that the picture, right?
World skills.
Wow. So when we spend to go to World Skills, we get it back.
We have a schedule for the 16th of April.
I cannot go no further after I lose it.
Big deal. Now we're going to do something big around that.
Right. And that is akin to.
You want me to restart now? You see that G240?
That persons within the region, international, can come to Jamaica and access to facilitate training, international training as suppliers, build the capacity.
So we may not own as well, but we're busy.
That's not the only goal.
No. So it's important to win the medal, but that networking and partnership, getting these economies, exposing our trainees, eventually
We'll get there, yes.
And
let's think about this World Skills clubs in the high school.
Right,
We had a launch.
Yeah,
I saw in high school. Yes. Glenmuir, one of them we were pleased to see. Glenmuir, they're a traditional. What's traditional? They're cashing on.
Yeah, man, they are.
They get a little jealous when they see all of this happening elsewhere. My only fear is that they'll dominate. But that's it. When they come into something, they just come in. Yeah, but what is important is that we have the skills embodied in our people. Yes, activate.
Right.
Yes.
So we are expanding the narrative so that we understand that there is a difference between technology and physical technology is a physiological component that in other words, it allows machines to move machines, people to move machines, and I would say machine. Right. That kind of thing. And so curriculum has to be shaped, and we are doing standards. We upgrade several of them. We are doing one now for intelligence system and IIoT, so that the learning can be understood and differentiated, or else people will be confused. When you go into the industry, you see smaller machines because of what is called nanotechnology. Everything is being built by one tenth of its original properties, but more productive. And so the sequence of learning, we have to catch on early. And that's what we're about here.
Exciting. We are on the cutting edge. I must say, colleagues, that I'm very, very impressed and I'm very proud.
You still have me?
Yes. Dr. Eagleton said it in the platform that we don't appreciate what we have. And when I came in today, I must also admit that I've passed this institution so many times. You know, when you're cutting out traffic, you come inside. And I've passed it, but I have not recognized in my
own way as a leader of the sector, just as an individual of this country, that we have so much power, so much talent in this space. I believe we have too many things hidden in Jamaica. And that's part of why our young people struggle to appreciate their own country and to be committed to the development of it, because we really don't know what we have. So I'm just really proud you have a crusader in me to go forward and to share this and to get our young people and our educators here to see what's happening, because when you see it, you said it, you get inspiration. You are triggered to do something differently because it's actually happening. It's not an idea, it's real, and it makes a difference. So Hart, well done, congratulations. I'm happy that I was invited down to share in this. Yes, because you know, JIS came and they gave one and they said the same thing. But you know, when we are family, we share in the brand of each other, and it's really my joy to be associated with this expertise and this excellence today. Congratulations.
We would love for the team to also tour the displays that were made by trainees, different ideas as we focus on them emerging as leaders in the different fields. So they'll be pleased to get your feedback on what it is.
And before you do, just one more thing I want to share this day.
Yes.
Printing and CNC machines are here that they are able to manufacture parts, plastic, and here. It's on the other side.
I can't go inside, you don't lose the picture. I have to steer back there.
What it means is that a lot of what you see in the robotics lab, the parts are actually designed and manufactured by students right there. And also for the mechatronics, you should use components and design and build them. We have that here. So in CNC way and CNC additive manufacturing. So bear that in mind as we
They have some tokens for you.
Thank you, Hart. And guess what? Singapore has nothing on us. What you just said is what I saw there, I know it's here.
And we went to Finland.
Right.
you want some proper shot in the camera.
Where do you want it in here?
No, right, no, at the front here, Yeah, man.
I come in. Jerome can go in.
Hello, students. It's not time yet. Can we ask you to come and sit back under the tents for a minute? Please. Will all the respective schools just come and sit back underneath the tent? Back in your places.
What you want?
Somebody's missing. Somebody's missing.
Jerome can go past the door.
We're asking all the students to kindly come and sit back. Take your place underneath the tent.
Still?
We'll soon start the whole program where you can walk around and do what it is you have to do, but just give us a chance to have you peruse the new lab, and we're going to do it in a style where you go in order so everybody can get the experience. Students, we are asking you, please.
I'm supposed to be near to you.
Hello.
I am supposed to be near to you.
Good morning.
All right.
We're asking the students kindly to come back and take a seat in their respective places, please. It's not time yet. We're asking you, please, to have the students. Students, we're asking you to come back and take your seat under the tent, please.
Ready now?
Hold on.
Something?
Students?
Okay. All right. Yes. Thanks.
Could you ask those ladies coming in here to come back on the
Ready now? All right. Everybody ready to the seat, please?
Guys, it's not that time yet. We're asking you to go and take your respective seats because they're going to take you to the control lab.
Let's get it now. This one.
Where's your seat?
All right.
Okay. Umi?
Sorry about that, guys. I think we're still going live. Are we still going live? I hope we're not, because I'm going to ask that in the interim. You're still live? Wow. Good morning, boys and girls. I can say boys and girls still? No, I should say ladies and gentlemen. You guys are grown, right? Morning. Okay, in a very orderly fashion, right, I've asked that you should come back to your seats so that we can take the groups on a one-on-one basis and actually have you peruse the 4.0 lab, okay? So I need to find out from the underground what is actually happening, because apparently we're still going live, so I can't add music to the entertainment and all of that. Now, is it the first that some of you are hearing about 4.0? It is? Wow. Well, I'm happy that you have made it in time. You're in for a lot of surprises today, and I'm hoping that with guided instructions, right? I'm hoping that with guided instructions, you all will be able to, get more information exactly on what the 4.0 is. Miss Martin is my co-host, along with Mr. Robert Green, who will join us after to take you throughout the daily activities that will be taking place here today. And at NTI, we have a particular style. We love engagement. So we're asking you to join in with us, engage in the activities, because we have some prizes and surprises for you all. I'm going to give you a little background. Miss Martin, could you join? So, if I were you, I would be taking notes, because it's important for you to do so, as you might be asked questions. You know, we might have a lovely quiz section as we go throughout the day's proceedings. Now, Industry 4.0. What is really Industry 4.0? And I'm going to ask Ms. Martin to just engage you into expressing what is Industry 4.0 while I assist her. Because you must be wondering to yourself, why are they calling it 4.0? What can 4.0 do? When it's a long time I had gone from high school, but when we learned that water equation, so the 4.0 is like a water equation, right? So I want you to really, really understand the nature of what it means, right? Because I'm looking forward to seeing some of these faces in my classroom in the near future. And yes, because I'm hoping that some of us from the varying high schools will sign up now to become engineers. And my female counterparts over there, don't be shy. We have ladies here, and they usually do very, 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 very well. Right? So we want you to listen in and think attentively of making NTI the choice of school, so that you can go out in society and make your indelible mark. Miss Martin will just engage you in terms of what 4.0 means. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, so we are in the age of technology. We had other industries that came before Industry 4.0. And Industry 4.0 is basically the Industrial Revolution. So the fourth Industrial Revolution. And it encompasses the digital transformation of manufacturing industrial processes, including the Internet of Things. So you know that we're always on the internet. We're always doing things on the internet. And it deals with data. And data is everywhere. Data is at our fingertips. So we're going to be also emphasizing artificial intelligence. And you know about artificial intelligence. You are aware of ChatGPT and the big data. All right, so.
Okay. Industry 4.0 technology encompasses the digital transformation of manufacturing and industrial processes, including the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, big data, robotics, automation. Its main aim is to boost efficiency and agility. Here are some detailed breakdowns of things that 4.0 will do in the industry of technology. Erica.
So we have industrial Internet of Things, connecting machines, sensors, and devices to collect and transit data for real-time monitoring and analysis. We also have big data analytics, processing and analyzing large data, automate tasks, and make predictions, improving efficiency and decision making. Robotics and automation, implementing robots and automated systems to perform tasks, improve efficiency, and reduce human error. We also have cybersecurity, protecting industrial systems and data from cyber threats and ensuring integrity of operations. Also, cloud computing, storing and accessing data and applications remotely, enabling flexibility and collaboration.
Continued with augmented reality and virtual reality, using these technologies to enhance training, provide remote support, and improve design processes. Additive manufacturing, that is 3D printing, creating products directly from digital designs, enabling faster prototyping and customization. Predictive maintenance, using data analytics to predict equipment failure and schedule maintenance proactively, reducing downtime and cost. Simulation, creating virtual models of process and systems to test and optimize designs and workflows. And that's just in a nutshell as to what the 4.0 technology, which is the climbing technology now, can do for you, which is just about, I would want to think, everything. What will they think of next? But I am sure as soon as they think of it, NTI will be on their top game to provide this kind of technology to help to equip our land of Jamaica, right, with whatever it is we need so that we can be competitive to world standards. I don't know much about what is happening over in 4.0, but I would like to ask, is there anyone here? Where are our ushers? Can I see our ushers? Are our ushers engaged? Because I would really love to give a tour to the individual schools of the lab. So once they are finished, perusing, we could have another, they could come out and another school could go in and so on and vice versa before we get moving around. So I'm just looking to see if I can find the respective usher who will take the varying groups towards the lab. All right, so can you give me a moment? Over back to Erica.
All right, so based on what I would have shared with you, what do you think Industry 4.0 is? Anyone? Thank you.
hold this for me. Let me find the brochure.
So it's basically utilizing like technology for different variations for learning. It helps like for machine maintenance so that you can use data to know when machines need to be serviced or are going to break down or other systems like that. So it's pretty much just utilizing how much the internet has grown at this very moment to use it for other fields, specifically the engineering field. So yeah. Thank you. And what's your name? Olivia Thompson.
Thank you, Olivia Thompson. All right, anyone else? What about the guys, the males? What is Industry 4.0 to you?
So, it's Industry 4.0 is like the integration of digital technologies and data science into industry.
All right, thank you so much. Anyone else? What are some of the jobs that you can do as it relates to Industry 4.0?
Mechatronics.
Mechatronics, all right.
Big data analysis.
Big data analysis. Anyone else?
Yes. That's fine. That's fine.
Robotics.
Miss Martin, can you please just give me a minute?
Sure.
I'm going to ask that we do it in an alternate fashion. So the group that is sitting right here, I think it's Kingston College, right? I'm going to champion Kingston College, and then I'll take them back, and you will take the other group, and vice versa. All right? Thank you.
All right, so Kingston College, you're going to go with Miss Thorpe to the Industry 4.0 lab here at NTI. Anyone else? So one straight line. All right, so let's continue. As it relates to the jobs that can be done with Industry 4.0.
A mechanical engineer.
Also aerospace engineering.
Cybersecurity.
Software engineering. There's also robotic engineering.
All right, thank you so much. So there are a wide variety of jobs that we can have from Industry 4.0. And you know that this generation, you are born in this technological age. And so you are more equipped than those from the earlier generations. And do you find that it is easier for you to manipulate the devices than the older persons? Yes, easier. So you find that the older persons will come to you for guidance, will come to you for instructions. So you'll find that many persons who are born in this era, they can become entrepreneurs from Industry 4.0. You can do different things to utilize the technology. As the technology evolves, you are able to upgrade your skills, and you are able to do different things that enables persons to really operate more efficiently, because it makes work easier. It helps you to generate information, to store information, and to retrieve information in the fastest possible ways. So can you tell me how it is that you would make an impact in your space, at your school, using Industry 4.0? Anyone? Any bold one? Let me go here. Let's hear what the guys are saying. How is it that you can use industry, your knowledge of Industry 4.0, to make an impact at your school?
Through knowledge obtained in the industry, we could improve the productivity of various aspects, such as the IT labs or the functions of the canteen.
So the IT lab, you can utilize your knowledge and your skills that you would have garnered to upgrade the systems in the IT lab and also in the canteen. What are some of the things that you can do to upgrade these technologies in these spaces?
Well, this can be done in terms of the canteen, make it more productive in terms of the services like menus and so forth, have them more publicized on the internet so forth. And in terms of IT, well, IT speaks for itself. We just need to keep updating the system to a more efficient way. So in terms of processes like computer speeds and so forth, which will then improve the productivity of the department on a whole.
What's your name, sir?
Javon Bennett.
Javon Bennett from Calabar High, the great Calabar High. And it is important for us to utilize the skills that we would have learned from the different spaces, right? To make an impact in your school. We want the systems to be more efficient. We want to be more effective in how we communicate and how we operate. So, all right, we have another person? All right, awesome.
So I believe that Industry 4.0 can be used to enhance our learning experience. For example, through simulations, a lot of the concepts that we're learning require some amount of visualization. So for example, the atom, when I was first learning about it, just to be able to see each electron, there's this feature on Google where you can see a literal 3D model and interact with it. And that really helped me with understanding it. In addition, like there are also simulations of motion, like Brownian motion. There are a lot of resources online that really show the concepts that you're learning, that take you out of the theory, where practical application isn't possible in real life. So it really enhances the experience.
All right. Tell me your name, please.
My name is Kaylee Fullerton.
Kaylee, that was excellent. That was excellent. I can see that you are one step ahead of the game and you are with it. You are current. You are up to date with what is happening in this evolution, this revolution of Industry 4.0. Simulation is now happening. So it is important for you to understand how to use these simulators to get practical skills. So those skills that you would have had to go into the physical space, you can now use the simulators to gain those skills and to be able to utilize them in the most practical ways. So thank you so much. All right. Anyone else?
Okay, remember we're going to do it in an orderly fashion. I just saw school coming in. What's the name of this school? Pardon me? Pardon me? Dunhun Park Technical. Well, I didn't have you on the listing before, but welcome. I think I'm going down to, is it Norman Manley? Okay, this is my neighboring school. Norman Manley, kindly stand while Miss Martin will give you a tour of the 4.0 lab. And while the others are engaged sitting, please just line up and follow her. While the others are engaged sitting, I will continue to give you some interesting information about the whole aspect of what we are displaying today. All right, so we have different disciplines here at NTI, the National Tool and Engineering Institute. We have mechanical maintenance, industrial electronics, solar, a solar course that is called renewable energy. We have optoelectronics. We have computer repairs. We have welding and fabrication. Am I leaving out anything? And we have a very, not only do we have our welding and fabrication unit, but we also have an industrial arm of welding and fabrication that we consider NTech, and that is the producing arm of our company. So I know that some of you got a chance to peruse, because I saw that you were moving around a bit, and you might have seen some lovely items, you know, made out of metal craft. That's what our industrial arm of the business does. And this is all done and tailored by our welding and fabrication students who are doing well. And you know, it's big, big money for welding and fabrication, right? Right. And we also have air conditioning and refrigeration. We have pipe fitting. No, not necessarily plumbing. Right? But it's a combination course. It's a degree program I think we have here as well with pipe fitting, because it's a level 4 program. So if you have engaged like in mechanical maintenance and welding, you move on to our pipe fitting program and so on. And we have some accrediting courses that we do here, because we have short courses that we also do here, like in air conditioning and refrigeration that are done on weekends and so on. And I would love to tell you, and I'd love to tell the ladies this, because this was a new launch recently. We had a launch for female AC and technician refrigeration personnel, and that course is going on right now and to date. So we are encouraging, as we have said before, for our females to, you know, really get involved in the whole aspect of engineering. All right. So let me give you a little synopsis about what happens today at Optoelectronics, which is championed by our instructors, Mr. Jennings and Mr. Dixon. They today will be displaying a portable power supply. Have you ever seen a portable power supply? Okay, well, you will be surprised at what happens today. And from our renewable energy combined with our electrical maintenance, which is championed by Delanda Grant and Mr. Keon Stoner, one of our senior instructors, what we will be having is a domestic installation powered by solar. So it's a power generation. So what they actually did this year was to combine solar with electrical to display a project that I'm sure you all will engage. Mr. Dane Campbell now, who is one of our senior instructors, and he is the champion for our mechanical maintenance department, right? He is going to display to you a mountain phone holder with an articulate arm. And I think it's made, based on what I see, it's made from one of those machines that can do the 3D thingamajig. This machine, you know, I'm very frightened by artificial intelligence, guys. I don't know. Any day I see something walking around looking like me, I will not be surprised, because I understand that you have to be very careful now with how you put your voicemail on your telephone now, because you know you have those who are using it for the wrong reasons. But artificial intelligence have evolved, and so in this technological world and in this space of engineering, we have to create our courses to align what is happening out in the world and what is happening out in the industry. So I like to tell my students, and I like to tell my, heads of leaders that we are doing the borderline. We are the good guys. We are using the tool to its maximum to create, to build, and to infiltrate society. All right? So I'm holding on for Mr. Comeback. There are other projects. We have one of our electrical teachers, Karina Campbell, and she is from the robotics department. And what she will be displaying today is an automated port system. Yes. Show hands, those of you who have ever driven past a place you call Wharf. All right, well, you're in for big things today when you see what a course or a qualification in robotics can do for you. And I know, I look at some of you already, some of you are very technologically savvy. I can't even operate the phone. But I know if I should take it to one of you, in 2 minutes you'll be able to tell me, this is what you do to send the location. My son, I have to rely on him heavily for things like that, and he gets very annoyed. Now, the industrial arm, as I said before, will be presented, which is led by Mr. Fagan Devonte Winter, and the lead personnel for that area is Mr. Dale Thompson. And in welding and fabrication, they are displaying today creative fabrication for products of welding and computer repairs. All right, so I saved the best for last. The computer repairs department. Their display will be really interesting, as I know most person, all they want to do is what? When your mommy quarreling with you and saying that you're staying too long on what at home? On the television. Tell me you said it. It starts with G. Gaming. All right. Beautiful. So that project is championed by Collie Campbell and Mr. Javor Wright. Right? And they will have a driving simulation and a virtualization with a VR headset. And they're going to ask you to come about, try a skill, and see. All right, I don't know why Miss Martin is taking so long to come over, but I would like another group to stand. What group was here for Calabar? Can Calabar just stand, please? And you can make a line and make your way to... The ladies were there first? Okay, all right, so we'll ask Immaculate. Immaculate, please stand. I was just going to go in order. All right? Immaculate, can you make your way to the door? And you can start putting up your cameras to take pictures, because I think that's the high point. Everybody really wishes to do that. All right? Just line up and wait by the door. Quickly. Just head on up there. I will watch over your things. Could you ask, who would be so kind to just ask Miss Martin to send down the other group? Quickly, because we want pictures. And I don't want you, yes, I don't want this dust affecting you all day. Now, what I'd like to say to you and share with you is that we have different places for different skills. To my right, we have the trial skill of varying projects on the outside, but we also have the trial skill. When you go through the arm of that building there, we have the robotics lab to my left, and up the stairs, we have the optoelectronics lab. So I don't want you guys to think that this is what is being displayed down there. You have to use a little nose to get around the place, right? I'm going to try my best to champion some of you. I understand that the mic is not roving. I'm a little disappointed because I wanted to come over to the booths where some of you are and engage with you as you try the skill and do whatever it was that you're supposed to do. So Miss Martin is returning, and I will hand over to her, and I will take the other group in. I'm not sure if there are anyone there who is observing. Miss Martin, is there someone in the lab? No, so you have to come and take over. They can't go in there alone. Oh my God. Pardon me? No one is in the lab. Huh? They are finished the tour. They're coming back. Yes, but the immaculate girls are in there, or they're not supposed to be there without somebody. All the girls are in there. No, but
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, so Immaculate Conception High is doing their tour right now. So the next group would be, is it Calabar? So after Immaculate, then we have Calabar. All right? So as I was saying to the group inside, we have to be on the train with technology. This is the era of technology, and remember that it's not going anywhere. So we're not going back. It's getting bigger and better, as my lady said. It is going forward. So you have to understand the different concepts, the different terms, right? The different devices, know how to utilize the different gadgets that you have, your smartphone. I was asking the group inside if everyone has a smartphone. So one person said that he didn't have a smartphone. Do you have a smartphone? Everyone here has a smartphone, right? No? Most persons would have a smartphone or a tablet or a laptop. And for those of you who have Chromebooks that you have to use in schools. So you have to know the different elements that come with these devices, know every aspect of them so that you are experts at it. Remember that this is your time to really step up and grasp everything that is coming at you. And the technology is evolving. So sooner or later, you will be seeing less paper and more devices. So persons will be using their tablets more, and you'll find that when you go to different events, you won't see a lot of papers, you won't see a lot of programs being printed. You would have to scan to get the information because everything is going digital. Everything is being digitized, and you will have to be able to operate in a hybrid space. So know how to operate in the physical and know how to operate in the virtual spaces as well. All right? So before I left to do the tour in the 4.0 lab, I was asking the question, how is it that you can use Industry 4.0 to make an impact at your school? Anyone? Anyone? All right, let's hear.
it could possibly be used to help with like giving out grades, because some teachers, them only do physical thing and them don't know how to use a computer. So if it was like everyone, oh, my mistake. If everyone knew how to like upload the grades, it would use way less paper and people would be able to get their reports way quicker and easier. And corrections would be easier for SPS.
All right, so let me hear your name, please.
Daniel Levy.
So this is Daniel Levy from KC, Kingston College. All right, so what you just said is that the teachers should upskill themselves so that they're able to use the technology to disseminate the reports, the grades.
Basically, could also provide a hands-on experience for people who are picking their careers, say engineers. They could be more experienced in handling the computers.
All right, and those persons who are engineers and they want to enhance their careers, they can use the technology as well. All right, so we're going to have Calabar going to the lab right now.
Saving paper could also help the environment a lot. So, great, miss. Great, sweetheart. Yes, miss.
So it also could be used for faster completion of SPAs and teaching certain aspects, like making the students have an experience of what they're about to face in the future when they're going to an industry.
Okay, all right. So to enhance, you said to enhance to use less paper so that we help the environment. So he's thinking about protecting the environment, not cutting down too many trees, right, to make paper. And
Vernon Spencer. It could be used for hand-to-hand experience with students, so they have an experience of what they're about to face in the future when they go into other industries. They will learn how to use the machines and how to cooperate with them.
so with Industry 4.0, students will be able to utilize the technology more effectively and be able to be more comfortable with machines and using the machines to generate different information or different data that we will need. Anyone else? I see a hand. See several hands.
So good afternoon. So in addition to all of that, teachers could also be able to create specific course outlines for students who are in need of specific knowledge based on certain topics. So for example, those who are struggling in certain aspects, for in physics per se, electronics or magnetism, teachers could use the technology provided by 4.0 revolution industry to create certain aspects in which the student will be able to understand better and to also accumulate higher grades so that they can pass their subjects.
All right, so let me hear your name, please.
Shivnarayan Lovejoy. Shivnarayan Lovejoy.
Mr. Lovejoy. All right, so Mr. Lovejoy just said that students will be able to utilize the technology. Both students and teachers will be able to utilize the technology to do their work more effectively. And so the teachers will be able to create specific outlines for the students to grasp the information better so that they can be guided accordingly to get their schoolwork done. I saw another hand over here.
All right, so good evening. I think that the Industry 4.0, with the introduction of artificial intelligence into the contemporary times, could be used to help students study, because I realize nowadays that students rely less and less on books and paper, books and pens and paper and such to study. We spend most of our times on screens and our phones and tablets. So and we use AI for schoolwork and such. So the introduction or the integration of AI into study tools and homework help and SBA help and all of that could really help a lot.
All right, thank you for that.
With this new technology coming in, it also could be used for like an eye opener, so you can experience or try to be in different jobs.
So this technology would be an eye opener, so you're able to do multiple jobs. Remember that with this evolution of technology, persons are able to have multiple skills. And we are at that time where we are not just focused on one skill area, but multiple skill areas, so that we can function in the event that the primary skill area that you have been using is not in operation, or there are no opportunities for that area. So with the technology, you can definitely upskill and be able to equip yourself in an ever-changing world. Because remember that the only thing that is constant right now is change. From 2020 to 2025, there have been so many different changes. And you have to keep up with what's happening. Sure. Okay, so Dr. Ingleton would love to have 2 persons from each school in a photo by the Industry 4.0 lab. So 2 persons, two from Kingston College, 2 from this school. Which school is this one? Which school is this one? Dunoon? 2 persons, 2 students. 2 from each. Go. All right, two representatives come, 2 from this school. Which school is this? All right, go with Dr. Ingleton.
I will not be surprised because I understand that you have to be very careful now. You know, you put your voicemail on your telephone now because you know you have to.
All right, so let's continue our discussion. So we're talking about Industry 4.0 and how we can use it to make an impact in the schools. There was a young lady who mentioned using the technology to enhance the services being provided by the canteen. But that is something that we need to really think about some more. What are some of the services, what are some of the things that we can use the technology in the canteen or the cafeteria at your school to improve?
So once again, apart from eliminating the chaos of the students who would be occupying a limited space, the technology from the 4.0 innovation could create an app that would allow for online ordering, in addition to developing robots probably to distribute the lunches to specific classes.
Right, he is way ahead of the game. You heard what he just said? Robots to distribute the lunches. Now that is epic. But would everyone be comfortable with a robot sharing and distributing their lunches.
Until later on, do that.
After a while, they say after a while they will be okay with it.
There for servicing
Because here's the issue. While they are carrying lunches towards the students, they aren't the one preparing it, so are they the one to be interacting with it per se.
How much you cut in charge?
At the moment in time, so they will only be like carrying it from the canteen, then directly towards the classroom via student.
All right, thank you so much. I love that. All right, let me share what I got from what's his name again? Mr. Lovejoy. Right, I remember that. Mr. Lovejoy. All right. So with the online ordering, there are many students who complain about the long lines at school in terms of the cafeteria. You have 1 hour. Some schools it's 45 minutes for lunch. And so too much time is being spent in the line just to order and to get the lunch. So if you can have the lunches being ordered online before and they're packaged so that when you go to the cafeteria, you're either just paying or just picking up your lunch. So that could be something that we use the technology for, so that the service that is being offered by the canteen or the cafeteria is more efficient.
So it's all a store to that.
Yeah.
You can go on there with your battery.
What type of
instead of having to do that physically, you could just do it online now.
No, that's it.
Go and they like
it's less efficient than
they would go and have a log of what's for the day, how many of each type of lunch, and then they would just make those, and then lunchtime they say a name or something, or you show them your ID and they can give you what you need to get.
Right, I love that. Love it, loving it.
Miss, with the online system or the app, as my fellow student suggested, it will eliminate certain errors like specific foods you might like, you run out of, or it makes faster ordering process and receiving of the lunch, because with the short duration of time we have for lunch, being in a canteen to order and all of that just going to take up most of the eating time, so more time to enjoy.
And then you have some students who say that by the time they go into the canteen, lunch time is up, the hour is gone. So we can use the technology. So I'm asking you, please, when you go back to Kingston College, please to put it back, put this feedback in the suggestion box so that they can take it up and make it come alive.
Mr. add on to the point that my fellow schoolmates said for the ordering system, it could be highly adaptive, saying you have certain allergies that normally on a human they wouldn't be looking out for. It would tell the machine itself how to prepare it in condition to so you won't have
Right. You heard that, guys? So anybody with food allergies, that information would be inputted, and so they will be able to know what to do so as not to have any allergic reactions.
So, go theorize a system that the cashiers at the canteen would use, because you know at the lunchtime when them take 60 billion here for dish out the change, we don't really like that. So a machine, no, not even a machine, a system that the lunch lady puts in the amount of money in its individual dollars and cents, and the machine calculates the order from X and Y and gives you a change. Exactly. So what? You don't know, it tells you how much, you know, it tells you how much, but it doesn't dish it out, and that's the problem. So you have to dish it out, give it, because and it'll take too long. Yeah. Yeah, modify the cashier. Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
So guys, please remember to share these ideas that you have come up with here. These ideas were inspired by this launch of the Industry 4.0 here at NTI.
I don't know.
So please ensure that when you go back to Kingston College or whichever school that you're a part of, share the information so that they can use it. And that was an excellent idea.
All right, Miss Martin, thank you. They have beckoned me to say that it's lunchtime, but I would really want the Tivoli Gardens High School to go and engage with the 4.0 lab, and so that the photographer will be able to snap pictures of them. So I'm going to ask that Casey, that you just make a line by that blue door there, because they are ready to serve you with your lunches. And you must be accompanied by your teachers as well. All right? Mm-hmm. No, they're supposed to be having activities, you know. But what happened, the person who they...
Can't move now. Okay.
That's the instructions that I was given. But I didn't want you outside sitting, not so close to the car. I didn't want you guys outside sitting and not getting an opportunity to come and do a clean. And you might be saying, what a small space for an industrial 4.0. Something. Okay. So guys, please look on. The photographer wants to take pictures. Again, I keep telling them, I'm not a technological person. I am the girly girl who does the communications. So it's not for me to be doing this aspect of the day. It's for the techniques of the guys, right? Yeah. I don't want to be. I want to be the girly girl. I want them to pick up everything for me and open the door for me and turn on the light and go into the panel and and beat them totally. Alright, so you go back to your seat, ask for the cell. Alright, close my
Yes. What you say?
Thank you, Hart. And I'm going to eat it.
It's yours. You deserve it. For students to grasp information better so that they can be guided accordingly to their homework. I saw another hand here.